Israel-Hamas war. Pro-Palestinian rallies outside Downing Street, as PM attacks, barbaric acts by Hamas. Pro-Palestinian rallies have been held outside the Israeli embassy in Downing Street, with Rishi Sunak hitting out at Hamas during a visit to a synagogue. An estimated 5,000 people had gathered in Kensington on Monday evening, with some shouting, "Free Palestine," and "Israel is a terrorist state." The Metropolitan Police says it is aware of suspected criminal damage, and is looking to locate and arrest those suspected of being involved in any criminal activity. As the evening progressed, a smaller, peaceful pro-Palestinian protest of about 250 people was held outside Downing Street, with a significant police presence nearby. It came as the Prime Minister attended a prayer service for Israel in North London, and said, "I wanted to come here and stand with you in this hour of grief as we mourn the victims of an utterly abhorrent act of terror. To stand with you in this hour of prayer as we think of those held hostage, and your friends and loved ones taking refuge in bomb shelters or risking their lives on the front line." Mr. Sunak went on to say that Hamas are not militants, are not freedom fighters, they are terrorists. Their barbaric acts are acts of evil. Teenagers at a festival of peace gunned down in cold blood. Innocent men, women and children raped, abducted, slaughtered. Even a Holocaust survivor taken away as a captive. The Prime Minister went on to say there was no question of balance, and he stood with Israel. In Westminster earlier, hundreds of people also attended a Jewish community vigil, with Security Minister Tom Tugendhat and Shadow Foreign Secretary David Lammy among the speakers. There were chants of, "Let our children go," by the crowd, and organizers claimed up to 2,000 people were in attendance. Many held photos of Noah Argamani, an Israeli woman who was kidnapped by Hamas militants. She was one of dozens of hostages held by the group. Over in West London, an estimated 5,000 people gathered near the Israeli embassy. Parts of the building were boarded up and a huge police presence was in attendance. A Palestinian flag was draped on top of a lamppost nearby, with a firework fired towards the embassy. Palestine Solidarity Campaign, one of the groups behind the demonstration, said, "The offensive launched from Gaza can only be understood in the context of Israel's ongoing, decades-long, military occupation and colonization of Palestinian land and imposition of a system of oppression that meets the legal definition of apartheid. This is the context in which we need to understand the cycle of violence. If violence is to end, both that of the oppressor and the oppressed, then we must all take action to end the root cause, Israeli apartheid and oppression of Palestinians."